This program contains coarse language and discusses mature themes. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
So we won't say the word right now. But what is your opinion on the C word? Do you like use it just like very like tastefully, or I'm sure you don't use it derogatively. Damn it.
I'm sorry. I know.
I literally warned you before I hit the record button to not say it.
I apologize. It just came out.
It's such a good word, but it came out of such negative ways.
It just sounds.
Not from you. Like, it's such a good, strong word.
I use it like an always. Like, I'll just throw it out there, just for shock value.
Don't say it yet.
I'm not.
You already said it, but don't say it again.
I'll try.
How do you use it? Like, just like as an expressive, like, adjective?
Kind of like, instead of saying like, be like, oh, ah.
It's so. I'm sorry, Calvin or Julie. I love you to death. Yeah, you should formally apologize to my editing team.
I apologize from the depths of my soul for using profanity too early. I can't help it.
No, it's okay. Welcome to whatever the frick this is. The Ugly Couch Podcast. I'm your host, Darth Ginger, and wow! Here's the thing about you. So I'm going to introduce you in a very interesting way. You've been on my low radar for quite a while. You're a very interesting individual. That's a good thing. No, take that as a compliment. You're amazing. And the fact that you approach me in such a way about a certain subject. Is it just Ole or is it Ole?
Ole.
Ole. It's Ole467. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to be respectful towards, because for me, I would say Ole, like, Mexican, like an Ole.
No, it's actually my grandfather's like nickname.
Oh, you chose your username for grandpa's name.
Well, deep undercover.
Whoa. Okay. Well, and speaking of undercover, the reason why you and I got together and started talking is because I'm sorry again. I started drinking carbonated drinks. I don't know why. I don't usually do this. Wasn't that last episode? We all talked about it, and I burp a lot. I'm a burper. I can't have carbonated drinks because I'm in water and Gatorade, but I'm very burpy still. But you have a very interest. I don't know if it's an interest. I don't know how to classify it, but before I even get into this, so you're on FetLife. You're a hedonist. So how do you describe what a hedonist is? Because I have no idea what that means.
In the base terms, it's just a pleasure seeker.
So what are you looking to please?
Impulses, desires.
What has been something that you've what do you personally like to please?
It's just kind of whatever strikes my fancy, I guess. In the moment.
What's your fancy then? Because you haven't been on FetLife that too long.
A couple months, I think.
Yeah, but I feel like you've been in the kink world for a little longer, but not too open about it.
I'm closeted, I guess.
My favorite people. I love you so much.
We lurk in the shadows.
Come here. Come to we embrace that kind of stuff. Like, don't stay in the shadows. We're all here, and that life is so opening to that, and it's so amazing, and that's why I love that life. Please sponsor this shit. We're opening to that because that sucks. Because like, how long do you think that you're not vanilla? You have not been vanilla for more than I don't even know. Because it's just even interacting with you. I mean, because you and I had a personal conversation yesterday on the phone, and you were just having the grandest time talking to me.
Oh, absolutely.
And it was so amazing. And I was like, this person needed to exist in the kink world about 20 years ago. Like, you would have like exposed me to so much beautifulness.
Thank you.
And I think you have a lot of knowledge that you don't know that you do. So what brought you to FetLife?
Some customers actually recommended it. A couple came into the shop and they were like, oh, well,
That's
they're
right.
talking about the swinging scene and all that, and they asked me, are you single or you? Yeah, it's not FetLife, like probably right up your alley. There's everything on there, all kinds of people, all kinds of different kinks and needs and what have you. I think it's interesting. It's like a big trash can to me, really. It's just it's like a deviant Facebook. I dig it.
It is, yeah. How I have always described how I've always described FetLife is it's a dirty Facebook,
Oh, absolutely.
and
Tons of
it's
drama.
yeah, always, of course, yeah.
You
We
know,
can't, yeah. We have to have drama.
I like it. I get a kick out of it.
What are some positive like what have you had any positive experiences on FetLife?
Um, no, I wouldn't really say I've really had too many negative experiences. I just, I guess
That's even better. I love hearing that.
like anybody, I guess maybe it just comes to I don't know, just from dealing with weird people all the time. But first I have like a gut reaction to what people say, and get inflamed or whatever. Like, I gotta, and then I kind of step back and I'm like, you know what? Like, what is this person thinking? And then it turns from like, I guess, frustration into like humor. It's funny to me. Like, really? This is your platform? This is your
Yeah.
soapbox, FetLife? Come on.
It's a
But then,
very humorous place for sure.
I've chatted with a few people, met some interesting folks, and a lot of diversity there, which I think is really good. It's healthy, and of course, just from my clinical past, I know there's got to be a ton of predators on there. Um,
Yes.
so safety, I guess, I would definitely push that agenda. Be careful.
Because that's a very interesting part about you because you are in clinical medical part of the world.
Forensic psych.
Yes, that's insane. And that blows my mind to think about colliding all three worlds like that together.
It's interesting.
Because it's beautiful that you are in. Oh my God, I lost my necklace for something. Okay, you're right there. Okay. But his, my grandmother, bless her soul, I miss her to death. She's amazing. But she was a psychiatrist, which you are. Do you have a degree in that?
I'm actually like I would be the equivalent of like a psych LVN.
Okay.
We
What
go
does
through the
that
exact
mean?
same. It's like in between a CNA and an RN.
I have no understanding of that. I didn't graduate high school, but like for everyone who understands that, good for you.
I mean, RN's like the top of the food chain.
Oh, okay.
I would be like in the middle, and then the CNA would be like a grunt, like someone shits on the floor. I don't mess with that. You call like, hey,
Okay.
where's the CNA? It's dirty, but it is what it is.
Okay. So and then you were there, and then now you're in the medical industry, which is wild to think. Just for, can someone turn off that car alarm? Thank you. Um, sorry. But to go from that, for me, I feel like that's such a drastic change.
Oh yeah, I mean, I did electronics for 20 years in the Bay Area, and then I went to
Oh
forensic.
yeah, you did too.
Yeah, then I went to like criminal psych.
You've been all over aspects of the world.
I've never left the country. I've been to Vancouver, British Columbia.
That's as far as we go.
Yeah, that's it. But I suppose, I guess, I read a lot. I listen.
But like mind-wise, like you have a lot of knowledge.
Maybe it's all relative, I guess.
But like to have that kind of knowledge and then bringing it into the kink world, like I feel like this is my personal opinion. Like, do you kind of overthink things when
In what way?
meeting? Well, I'm an overthinker. I 100% am. Always will be. Y'all can fuck off. I don't fucking care. It's where now. No, fuck shit cunt. Sorry. But because I've worked for, I'm not going to say their company names because I will get flagged for that. But like something that like was once rainbow and had a chunk out of it, a tech company.
Rainbow with a chunga.
Yeah, back in the day, go real far back. It was a fruit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so I taking that knowledge, and then now it's how it is now, and then I know what they're developing, and then bringing that into the sex kink world. It's very terrifying because I wanted to correlate that somehow of your worry about AI. Like, why are you so worried about it?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm worried about it. It's really like inevitable. So there's not, it is worrisome, but it's not something that I dwell on, or I mean, it's coming whether you want it to or not, and we're just gonna have to deal with it. So it's like, why? It's one of those things. Like, you don't worry about the tide. The tide comes in and out. Like, you're not going to stop it. You can't change it.
You did say that, and that made me feel like so comfortable. When you said that, I was like, I can feel it, and I was like, let it go, and that felt so comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, why stress about it? I mean, I'll stress about a million other petty things, but I'm not going to particularly stress about AI. I
You
mean,
can stress. You can stress about whatever you want on this. I don't care. I give a fuck. What are you stressed about?
just life in general right now.
What's got you going? Listen, this is a podcast. You just vent. What are you stressed about?
Well, it's been a bit of a tough year. I moved. I quit my career in California, came to Colorado, and
Congrats.
with a buddy of mine that I've known for 30 years bought a place, moved out, and things kind of went a little sideways. It was just one of my kid brothers was killed in a head-on collision.
Okay, fuck. Sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, yesterday was their birthday. It is identical twins, actually. So my surviving brother. Yeah, it's an interesting. Sucks, but so I kind of
Okay.
spiraled down like fairly severely, and then he kicked me out, and I lived in my car for like 6 7 months before I came to Colorado Springs, and then because I was trying to avoid working for the state, really, just because the bureaucracy, the patients don't bother me. It's like the middle management, and it's just a hot mess all the way around. And finally, it's like, you know what? This is the only place I'm going to make any money, really. You can
Wow.
get
But and
jobs.
the thing is about Colorado, there is a lot of kinky fun around there. You know that, right?
I've discovered that. Yeah.
Yeah, Colorado. I thought living in Northern California, like San Francisco's right there. I was like, yeah,
Well,
that's
there's
all the
nothing
kinky
in
fun.
Colorado.
There's nothing. No, Colorado full of kinky people. I just got off the phone with someone. So much Colorado fun.
That's kind of wild. It's
I'll hook you up with some people, for sure.
I didn't really expect it when I came here.
Really? What were you expecting in Colorado? Just like living in the flat plains?
Yeah, kind of like the Waltons or something. It's kind of a little slower. Like,
No, If someone understands what that sentence was, please leave a like, because no one's ever going to understand that. Won't.
You know, I mean, people have like a certain, a lot of man buns here and things like that. So I really didn't expect, people to come into like the shop, like, hey, you want to fuck my wife? Like, what?
It happens all the time. There's
It,
a lot of
uh,
clubs out there.
it does. I mean, whatever floats your boat. No judgment. I don't kink shame.
Because you're employed at an adult. I love that you keep saying that, an adult bookstore.
What do they call? I don't know what they call them now.
It's just an adult store now.
Porn shop, sex shop, whatever.
Yeah, because I used to work at it's a branch. I don't know if it's franchised now. I don't think so. But it's called Fascinations, and the one that I worked at. I don't know if I can legally talk about this. I can. I can legally talk about this now. Okay. Um, we sold adult toys, whatnot, and we were more focused about educating how
Yeah.
to use these toys. And I love that about you because you're also on you like to educate about how using those kind of stuff. Because, male toys, I would not be well, I can now. But I wouldn't be able to tell male toys are so weird.
It's a bizarre kind of thing.
It is. Do you use male toys?
No,
Have you?
no.
What personal reasons?
It's just kind of weird to me. Like, it's like there's some cloned a vagina or something.
Are you just getting more pussy or dick or whatever you want that often?
No, not at all.
Oh, but
I,
jerking off
I,
in the shower is still good?
I have like zero game, so I'm not really particularly good with people.
Wait, you have zero game?
Oh yeah, no, I'm hopeless. It's terrible.
I
I'll tell you honestly. I think in my
I
entire life, I've asked like maybe one woman out.
I
Usually,
will I will put this on record right now. This is on the ugly couch, Dark Ginger. If you and I ever cross paths, I will 100% give consent for you and I to the that is. Yeah.
I'm
Are you
honored.
kidding?
No,
Why? What? You're a very eligible man.
yeah, it's all a matter of perspective, I guess.
Why do you doubt yourself so much?
It's not really doubting. I mean, is it doubt if you know it's fact? You know what I mean? Like,
Why is it fact?
I'm just I've never been good with people. I'm just not kind of awkward, kind of shy, say
Yeah,
weird
that's
stuff.
that's what I love.
Yeah, people like you, people like us, I guess, are few and far between. I think.
Not to hear the ugly couch. It's fucking weird. We love it. People
To
here on the ugly couch it's also this is called the ugly couch. Okay.
it's not an attractive couch,
It's so ugly.
right?
It's gonna be in San Diego in 4 days.
You
Days.
stepping into it.
Not the whole couch, just a couple cushions. So nasty. What is there some sort of mind block that you have? Because you're I keep complimenting you. You're a very attractive man. I would hang out with you for hours.
Well, thank you.
Don't say thank you. Tell me the reason why you think that.
Hmm. I don't know. Just
Because
experience.
I know you are a sight. So you've been in that kind of a mental kind of brain.
Well, yeah, that's another thing. Is I think working.
Wait, yeah, wait. Oh, hold on. Before you answer that, do you ever get into your own brain?
Do I what?
Do you ever get into your own brain?
Get into my own brain. Elaborate on that.
So, being a therapist, you said you were a psychotherapist.
I'm a nurse. I'm like a
No,
psych.
well, yeah. So, but it's the same thing. Whatever. You kind of go through all that kind of stuff. But do you ever like kind of like sit down? Because you said that you do like, meditation and whatnot. Do you ever dissect through your own brain?
Yeah, probably all the time.
I'll tell you my answer. No, because it's fucking terrifying.
Well, that's what I think helps people heal is you have to face those monsters.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to like it, but you have to accept it,
Mm-hmm.
which is uncomfortable, but
It's terrifying,
it can be.
and especially in the sexual world. Like it's, I start thinking about all this stuff because, listen, when I masturbate, I think of the worst things in the whole world.
Like clubbing baby seals, or
I wish I love my boyfriend to death, but I've put him through so many terrible scenarios in my head. And he knows that. I will never put that on the internet, but I have definitely put him through some terrible scenarios.
hell hath no fury, they say, right?
He's a I love him. He's great. I let him have a boys' night out tonight. He deserves it. It's cool. But it is what it is. But when you get into like the psychotherapy of that, it's wild.
Can be.
It can, and that's what it is. And when it gets to the point where you're talking about concepts like that, younger and older kind of stuff, like that's what I look into.
Okay.
I love being a little girl, having a daddy, because he's my daddy, and I'm his little girl. Because I know you have that kind of fetish too.
Oh, I definitely prefer younger women. Um, but with that being said, like I'm a pretty blunt person, and everything's on the table. Like there is no manipulation. There is no like, oh, I'm gonna marry this 18-year-old or 20-year-old, or you know what I mean. Like I already know. I mean, you should know at our age that there's so many differences, just uh, mentally, through experience and growth, what have you. It's like kind of doomed for. I mean, maybe there are cases. I'm sure there are cases where people, 50-year woman and 18-year-old dude get together and it's like paradise. I'm sure there is, but generally it's not. But
Mm.
I mean, hey, like if I'm in the pub and a 23-year-old college chick comes up to me and says, "Hey, you want to fuck?" Like I'm not gonna tell her no. Why? Because I'm 48. No, I love the energy. I love, I just don't like older. Not that I'm a spring chicken, because I'm not, but
You
I don't.
act like a spring chicken because I'm on the same level with you as I'm trying to act as a younger woman or an older woman. People are like, "No, you're 19." I'm like, "Fuck off!" Like I want to be younger. I want to I want to come off as a 32-year-old lady. I can't.
It's a
'Cause
good thing.
I wear shit like this. It's just not gonna work out. I want to be older, but you have this like we haven't physically met, but you come off as like you're very young. You have such a young heart and a young vibe, and
Good.
that's how it connects.
It's
But
a good.
you fuck like a. Yeah, well, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Can we cut that out? Like, I don't like that at all. But it's amazing that like because you've expressed to me before, like I love and express this that you have a great age limit, but then it got to a point. 35 is your limit, even
If I had a choice, yeah,
even though you're 48.
yeah. Like I want a woman, or I want to be with somebody, or have that connection with somebody, whether it's friend with benefits or whatever. You know, um, I mean, it's not an insult to people, older people, but it's
No,
like I want to be able to go. Like, hey, let's go to Red Rocks. It's 3 in the morning. Let's go to espresso. Let's see a show. Let's, go here. Most people are just too tired.
You're a very physical person?
Uh, Not particularly. I mean, I like the
I
outdoors.
don't know what Redbox is, so.
It's like a concert venue here.
Oh,
It's
fuck
like
yeah.
it's
Okay.
like it's like their shoreline.
Oh, okay.
But I want to be, like I like that freedom, and I've grown accustomed to that being single for like 7 or 8 years. Like if a buddy calls, like, hey man, want to hike Tibet? Fuck it, let's go.
Oh, you should. So
Or
good.
anything like
Wait,
that.
I was gonna say you already have.
Let's open a bar in Thailand. All right, let's try it.
Wait. I was just kidding. Have you been to Tibet?
No, I wish.
My mom's been to Tibet.
Really, that's like on my bucket list.
She went with my grandma, and it's so beautiful. And then she died a year later, so that's good content.
Ooh.
No, it's okay. My grandma, I love her death. So that's where she wanted to die. It's okay.
Well, I've been pushing your podcast all day, so
What?
with all my buddies and
Don't push my podcast. No, don't. None of you. Don't like and subscribe. Just please like and subscribe.
they
No,
could.
I think it's groovy that you've done that kind of stuff. But like you have these like awesome boundaries and kind of restrictions because there's not a lot of sluts in the world. But we all have to have our boundaries in a way. And I feel like this is just from this is my opinion. I think you're a slut.
I would be.
You would be. Like through like certain boundaries, you'd be a slut. And I think you and I should like team up together.
World domination.
But you have to be a dark sider though. You know that, right?
Well, if we're gonna do it, we're napalming and
I don't do napalm. I have a lightsaber.
cluster bombs. We're going all the way. If we're gonna
Mm.
do it. Do it.
That's Fallout moves. No. Wait, do you play video games?
Oh, absolutely.
What's your favorite video game right now?
Well, right now I'm in an Airbnb. So before I came to Colorado, I built.
I was gonna say you look like you're staying in a really nice place right now.
I built a new PC, but it's in storage. So the last stuff I was playing, I don't know if you've ever heard of Warhammer 40,000.
No, I've never heard. I'm saying that so sarcastically, no one would ever understand that. Yes, I've heard of it.
I've been following them since Games Workshop actually became a company.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that later after this cast. But so because you're traveling right now, right?
My license is in the process of being approved in Colorado, so I'm just kind of like in between. I'm kind of in limbo at the moment.
So are you like just you're in limbo right now? Are you looking to like attend events?
I've considered it.
So go ahead and do it.
See, I'm not good with crowds. Like I have a little anxiety there. So, like if I had a
If
buddy go with me,
if
I'd be
you
fine.
ever come to Phoenix, fucking hit me up.
Well,
Okay, because I'll go with you. Because that's a hard time. Well, it's mid-May. No, this will probably come out. Oh, this is actually going to go out on Friday. So today is May 16th. We'll go out this Friday. That'll be when I'm leaving. But if you ever come out here, please feel free to like hit me up.
absolutely.
And I'll take you out to like the stupidest places ever. We have 2 places to ever recommend. I hate this. We go to breakfast, bitch, and we go to the swingers club here, and then my apartment. Sick. That's it. That's the coolest places here.
Well, you work with what you have, right?
Yeah, it's what do you have to work with there where you are in Colorado?
As
Do you have
far as
any what are like the cool places there?
um, There's a few pubs that I go to. I won't say the names. I mean, I guess, but
Not
yeah.
bars and stuff, like kink places. Do you
Oh,
not?
I have no idea. I mean, I know of a few
That's
places,
how.
swingers,
What?
but single males are generally kind of frowned upon.
You guys get really. I hate that so fucking much. That for me, if I just went out as a single female, I can go in for free. Whereas a single male can get upcharged to maybe like $200.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
That's awful, and I hate that. You guys don't deserve that. I I put this out on the internet so many times. I'm so anti-feminist. I don't fucking care. We don't have that right. I don't give a shit. Y'all can fucking hate on me. I don't fucking care.
I think there's a
I
limit. It's like if
I
you
would
take.
rather have a penis than deal with this vagina and have a period every month. Like fuck that.
That's kind of terrible.
What? This went terrible?
Yeah.
Why?
Having a period every month, I wouldn't want to deal with that. That's terrible.
I would rather have a period. I would rather have a penis. I want a peen.
Well,
I would rather have a dick than go through what I go through every month. It's terrible.
well, I hate to tell you, but there's no such thing as chicks with dicks. I learned that in the hospital.
It's great. But no, I hate that men get so fucking disrespected and charged so much in clubs. It's not cool. I don't like from $0 to $200 is fucking ridiculous.
That's quite a bit.
That's a huge amount. And then they're like, oh, if you show up with a couple, you still have to pay like maybe 60 to 90 bucks. Fuck you. This is worth throuple. I just had to deal with this recently. I won't name the club or the price, but that was so not okay. And we were like, we're all together. Oh no, they have to be charged like an extra 70 bucks. I'm like, fuck you. It's not cool. And that was a female.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's on me, not on you. It's awful how people are doing that to single people because then that doesn't intrigue you guys that are single getting this
Well, no,
weird.
pushes you away. I mean,
Mhm.
there's a club in Denver and they charge like $200 a month for membership.
Fucking A. That's insane.
Especially in this economy. Like, fuck, man.
So I could frequent that area. $200. Okay. I had to frequent it at least 10 times a month. That is the equivalent. No one's gonna do that. No one. Maybe 5. I'll take 5. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, what I've discovered is like the price points in the sex industry for
Ugh.
toys and things like that. The markup in retail it's I mean it's so high, like it blows my mind, and that's pretty standard. I mean,
It's pretty standard. Yeah.
it's a good business.
Oh. Well, now we've exposed them all. So that's great. We will not post. There's no links posted to those places. At all. Not at all. Damn. I would love to expose them, but I won't be doing that right now until I talk to my lawyer.
Yeah.
You and I have great lawyers. Do you know that? Well, I'll talk about that later. Okay, no way. Um, damn. It just you and I can talk too much. And I'm so sorry for everyone watching this podcast. Sorry, him and I are going to talk more.
Fuck them.
Don't say that to my audience.
I'm sorry.
That was rude as Christmas. Apologize to them.
I apologize sincerely
Okay.
for my foul.
My goodness gracious. This is not a Good Catch podcast. We're not successful at all, but we're having a good time.
I agree.
Thanks. It's also garbage, so it's fine. We're gonna be really successful. Watch us. You all have to hit that. You guys see that bell right there down below? Hit that one so you get notifications, and then hit that little like thing over there, and then hit the comments and tell me how many condiments do you think I had on my body today?
Did you say condiment?
It's a real thing.
Like relish and mustard?
One of those is true.
So, wow. Okay. Well.
But do you want to plug anything else?
What?
I said, do you want to plug anything else? Oh, you don't know what plugging is.
Not really.
The plugging. Do you have any other? Don't fucking cut this, Truly and Calvin. Do you know what like plugging is? Like you have websites and like what content you make.
Oh, you mean the plugging isn't like pushing your...
Whatever you're doing in life. You're just having a good time talking to me, huh?
I enjoy good conversation.
Okay. But we're ending the podcast so that you and I can talk.
Yeah.
Nothing.
We do what we do.
Okay.
So how long did you live in Northern California?
Hold on. How long did I live in Northern California?
Yeah.
I'm 31 years old. I'm a baby. Oh,